Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another supercalifragilisticexpialidocious episode of No, She's Not My Daughter. I can't believe I did that without missing it.
The intro was as long as we've been gone.
Good one, baby girl. Good one.
Yeah.
Oh, it has been a hot minute since we've been here. Welcome back, everybody. Say hello to the kind folks, baby girl.
Hello, kind folks.
It's been a hot minute. We took a little bit of a hiatus, and
We just got busy.
we
Like
did
so
get
many
busy.
things happened in like that short span.
yeah, no, life really took off for us, doing a lot of things. So we want to apologize to all 11, 12, 13, whatever it is. Actually, there were a lot of people that were hitting us up. They're like, where the fuck did you people go? And so we're back. So you're welcome. Before we get started here, baby girl, you want to tell them where they can find us?
Yes, you guys can find us on Instagram and TikTok at Jason and Brandy, Jason with a Y, Brandy with an I, Facebook and YouTube at No, She's Not My Daughter. And then you can email us, notmydaughterpod@gmail.com.
Excellent.
Yes.
And as usual, it's now time for Famous Age Gap Couples with Brandy Ryan.
Oh my God, this has been a long time. Yeah.
Felt like I need a little extra magic.
Okay, cool. So this week, I'm going to say every week I've missed either the heights, the age gap, their ages, something. I'm going to get it all right this time.
Brace yourself for greatness, folks.
It is John Stamos and Caitlin McHugh. They have a 22-year age gap, so close to ours. Okay, he is 59.
I would have sex with John Stamos.
Everybody would have sex with John Stamos.
I can't believe I just said that out loud.
You've said it before.
Not really that weird, right? Anyway.
Yeah, so he is 59 years old.
Yeah.
She is 36. John Stamos is 6 foot, and she is 5'7".
Wow.
Yes.
What a nice couple.
Yeah.
And he is very attractive. I don't know her, though.
Yeah, I don't think she was famous.
There's going to be a picture of her somewhere around in here.
I'll have pictures. I don't think she was in anything, or she might be. I got to do a little more research.
He was in something. He was in Caitlin McHugh. Ha ha! That's the wrong one.
No?
There it was.
Oh, I thought you were going to do like the laughter one.
That one.
Sure. All right, you don't need to keep doing it.
That was fun to do.
We're good.
Okay, so thank you for this week's Age Gap Couple of the Week, or the month, or however long it's been since we've been here. So what we thought we'd do this week is really just kind of get everybody caught up. You know, we've said in the onset and led on to it several times that we've been away for a little bit.
Yes. So
Quite a lot has actually gone on. Like, we're actually not making that shit up. Like, it was super busy.
So the last time we were here, we were telling our Vegas trip.
That's right.
And then I think, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks later, we went to Texas.
Yeah.
And I got to meet his entire family for the very first time.
Yeah, and that was your actual first trip to Texas ever,
Yes.
right?
Okay, well, I met your parents before, but your sisters, your nieces, friends.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, all your high school friends.
Yeah. So tell a little bit about that. So for context, folk, I grew up in a small town in Texas, and high school football and lots of friends. And if you ever watch Friday Night Lights, I mean, that was kind of my life. Just small town America. Sitting outside the Dairy Queen, outside the Tasty Freeze, Jack and Diane, just kind of that life. And so I've been telling baby girl about it for years, literally. And this was the first opportunity she actually got to come and see. And so she did the world tour, and I'll let her kind of fill you in on the details. But it was, I think it was adventurous, to say the least.
I think the first people I met was all your high school people. You had like a mini high school reunion at this little restaurant, bar, pub type place.
Yeah.
Yes, I will tell the story. So he's coming around to take everybody's orders, and I just order a normal drink. It's not like doesn't say it comes like this, but it was just they had an Arnold, like a vodka iced tea.
Yeah.
Like an Arnold
Sweet
Palmer
tea,
type
sweet
thing.
Tea vodka type deal.
So I ordered that. Everybody else's drinks come out in normal
Adult
glasses and stuff. They bring mine out in like a Capri Sun juice pouch, which was already ironic enough because I'm meeting all of your friends who are in their 50s, and I'm the only 20-something-year-old, and I'm like drinking out of a juice pouch the whole time.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure we have a picture. I'll have to put it up.
That was fucking amazing.
Everybody just busted out laughing, and I was just like, it was delicious though. I ordered 2 more, I think, but I was like, I actually liked drinking out of it. It was like,
the best part was, and I had friends later that said, I don't know which one of you idiots did that, but whoever did it deserves a medal because it had to be so well planned out because the server would have had to known who she was. He had to remember what her drink was, but literally everybody else. I'm assuming it was part of their normal regiment that they had, outside drinks that come in these pouches or whatever, but they brought hers out in a fucking sippy cup and I almost wet my pants laughing. It was awesome. But to her credit, in typical baby girl fashion, she didn't even blink. She picked it up and just started sipping right out of it. Just went right with the flow.
I loved it. But they were all super nice.
Yeah.
We actually got along really good. A lot of them liked me.
They
and
did.
Thought
They
we
did.
were super cute and how happy we were. And there's a couple of them who were like single and were like, I want that.
Yeah,
So
they weren't really surprised, that I was with somebody much younger than me. I think they were surprised at how beautiful and mentally stable you
You
were.
always say that people aren't surprised. What?
I think they may have been surprised at how beautiful and mentally stable you were. Like they expected
one
just
of
this,
You
very
always
twitchy,
say that
11-year-old.
People aren't surprised, but it's not like you do this on a regular basis.
No,
I'm
no,
the
no.
first young girl you've dated that was
Yes,
significantly
yes.
younger.
No, I just meant my mental maturity. They probably see you and they go, oh, yeah, okay, I get that. And you're super hot, so that makes it much easier to palate as well.
Palatable.
So what did we do after that?
What did we do after that?
In Texas.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting to it. We went to AT&T Stadium. Yes, so he took me to see, he's a Cowboys fan, diehard fan. Took me to tour AT&T Stadium, which was really cool. Got to go down on the field and throw footballs and take pictures like we got the touchdown and stuff. It was really cool because now I'm a diehard Cowboys fan.
Yeah. By what are you? Dolphins fan by birth, but Cowboy fan by choice.
I was everybody now. Now I'm
Right.
like I like the Chiefs kind of too. So
That's
I'm
the
like,
best part. Is she and guys, if you're into sports, and you have a significant other that is in the room with you when you're watching, most of you are probably very frustrated by the fact that either A, they are just completely disconnected, so you end up watching alone, or they are determined to sit in the room with you and ask ridiculous questions to try to get you to stop watching. Neither one of those things is true with her. So when we first started dating, and I'd go to her house and we'd watch football on Sundays and things, and I thought, well, she's just being nice sitting here watching. And she may have been, but eventually she kind of got caught up in the moment and started really learning. And the more she learned, the more she got involved. And the more she got involved, the more
pause the
she
TV
enjoyed.
and I'd be like, okay, explain this to me. Explain this. What is this? And I'd ask them, like, what happens if this happens, but they did this instead?
Yeah. Like it's so interesting because the first game that we watched, you go through the normal stuff like, well, how much is a touchdown? And what's that thing where they hold it on the ground and kick it? And what's that worth? And why are they so happy? The normal fun questions that a young girl would ask when she's first getting into football. And now she literally pauses the game and goes, that was fucking clipping. How did they not call clipping? I'm like, holy God, like she's really wound up and she's really into what's going on. It's so much fun to watch with her now. She's always been my best friend, but now I can actually watch football with my best friend and have a great time doing it. So it's sweet. So what else did you get to see?
I got to meet your entire family.
Yeah.
All your sisters, their husbands, their kids, so your nieces, your nephews, their boyfriends, the step parents,
Right.
all the whole mix. Played games, played volleyball, had dinners. It's really nice. I actually really love your family.
They're a lot of fun.
They are, and they were very welcoming and made me feel at home, and were very sweet to me, which.
Yeah. We're a very unique family in that we've got a Facebook page called My Dysfunctional Family because we put the fun in dysfunctional. But my parents are divorced and remarried to people they should have been married to all along. Two of my sisters met their spouses on internet sites. I have multicultural and multiracial family members. And they all travel well together. Like we're allowed to be mad at each other, but nobody else can be mad at us collectively.
Oh yeah, any event you guys all make it for.
Yep, we all show up. My daughter's graduation, we went from Texas to Boston, and 22 of us showed up.
That's awesome.
There were more of us there than there were of my ex-wife's family. That's because she's a douchebag. But I'm not contractually obligated to avoid saying that anymore. So, so we had a great time in Texas. We've been working a lot.
Yes, I've been doing a lot with real estate, open houses like almost every weekend.
Yep.
Trying to get that going.
And so it's going well.
It's just market.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, market's weird.
Word.
We've been enjoying football. Go Cowboys. We're 4-2 as of last night.
No, we're
4-2.
Oh,
We were
yeah,
4-1 until last night.
yeah.
We lost to the fucking Eagles, but that's another story that we'll cover at a different time.
Happier note, we celebrated our 2-year anniversary.
We did. Right. We celebrated 2 years. And you want to go ahead and tell them what an amazingly sweet person I was on our anniversary?
Yes, he was. So I pretty much didn't know anything that was going on that day. It was a complete surprise. So he started off, blindfolded me, and then drove us. It was kind of a while, maybe 45 minutes. And he took me to the place where we met for the first time. Yep. Can I plug it in?
Sure.
All right, Panera Bread. So we met in a walk-in in Panera Bread. So he took me there, and we had a cup of coffee.
We worked there. We weren't drunk and randomly walking around Panera Bread and got into the walk-in. Like at the time we worked there.
Well, yeah, and you kind of worked. You had multiple Paneras. Right. I worked at one, and you were my boss's boss.
Yeah. So we went there in the morning, and we had coffee, which was a big spread. I took the blindfold off her in the parking lot, so she was staring right at the front door on the sign. Yeah, so that was a big tip-off.
It was so sweet. It was a nice moment, because I'm such a moment person, and you know that. And so you always try to create moments for me, which I love. So that was super sweet. And then the next one, so that Panera is the one I got hired at to train, because the one I was going to go work at wasn't finished being built yet. So I was there for about a month and a half, and then you took me to the other Panera. We had lunch where we actually kind of fell in love with each other there.
Right.
You know, we got to know each other. That's where we spent a lot of time talking and trying to figure out this relationship. And then... Oh, wait, I had to go. You had to work for a little bit, though, so you stayed there. And
right.
It was a while ago. Hold on, we've had a lot of stuff. And then we went to Speaks for dinner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why did we go to Speaks?
Because that is where we would go after work.
That's right.
To meet and actually hang out outside of work and really get to know each other in a more casual basis. The place that I finally said yes to meeting you after denying you for so long. Yeah.
And the same bartender was working there. He's been working there at the same time. He knows us and was happy to see us, and we had a nice dinner there as well.
Yes.
It was just kind of a day of reminiscing, through our 2 years, and really kind of recapping all the things that we had done.
Yes, it was a beautiful day.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I put a lot of time and effort into that.
Yeah, it was pretty cute.
So our anniversary was great, and then if our life couldn't get more complicated, we decided to buy a house.
Oh, that was good.
It wasn't even planned. I know. Yeah, so we, I don't know if we brought it up before, but before we moved in together, we owned separate homes. Yep. And so when the market topped out, we both sold them. We put all our money in the bank.
So I got kicked out of my house. Did with you.
Oh, yeah.
I was renting out my house and then decided to sell it, I think around April or May. Yeah. Sold my home. We were still in yours, and then we decided to sell yours in December, or November, December. Yeah. And so we've been renting here for about a year. It's coming up, and we decided to buy our own house because renting kind of sucks. Yeah. So
we banked all that money and then decided to reinvest when the market slowed down, and I think we picked out a beautiful home. Brandy's doing all the design and picking out all the furniture, and she's literally designing the pool step by step, inch by inch. And so it's I'm sure we'll be doing episodes on that, but it's beautiful. It's got a water view. It's the perfect size for us. I think it's in a great little neighborhood, and we're super excited about it.
Should be done around December, and that's when we will be moving into our first home together.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a Christmas episode from our new home. Yeah. Well, that's a great segue into us actually beginning to kind of hang out and become friendly with your parents.
Yes, because now we're actually going to live a lot closer to them. Right. Which is nice because I work with them a lot too, so it'll be easier to work. But we've been hanging out with them a lot. I'd say almost every other weekend, maybe. And we're going out on boats, going to dinners and dancing and going over there and hanging out in their pool and stuff. So it's been really cool to see how that's all meshing together. And my dad actually likes you. Yeah. He doesn't want to admit it, and he doesn't want to tell anybody, but I can tell he does because he's always very talkative with you and stuff. But
we're becoming very friendly.
I think it's hard for him. I think he's kind of confused. He's like, I like this guy, but I can't like him. He's fucking my daughter. I can't.
A lot.
It's like, and he's like, he could be your friend because he's your age. So like, he's buddy with you, but he's like, he can't be too buddy with you.
Yeah.
Like,
It's funny because I can actually feel the vibration of him loosening up and letting me be his friend because we are. I mean, we're almost the same age. We have a lot of things in common. A lot of the same background and family and stuff like that, and growing up in childhood. And so it's interesting watching him kind of connect with me in that way and start to let his guard down. And then, like he said, he's like, he's fucking my daughter. And then you see it just kind of reel back in real quick. Your mom had an interesting component the other day. We were talking about showering at night.
Oh my God, they ganged up on you.
Yeah, they did. So
my family is strictly night showers.
Yeah.
We have always been night showers, and I have always looked down on morning showers because I just don't understand it.
Right.
You clean off, and then you go around your whole day touching things, getting dirty, sitting on things, just the world is hitting you, and then you go into your bed dirty. And then clean in the morning. But your sheets are constantly getting more dirty as the night progresses because you're just going in there dirty. And it doesn't make sense. I'd rather go clean into a clean bed all the time. Right. So,
and I'm a morning shower. Yes. And it's because I'm very fastidious. It's a big word. I'll tell you what it means later. Fastidious about my appearance and my hair and things like that. And I can't just, guys, you understand this. You can't just get up in the morning, your hair's all fucked up and off to the side because you've been sleeping all weird. So I have to get it wet, and so if I'm going to get it wet, I may as well take a shower, and that way I'm nice and fresh in the morning. So there are some people that are that way. I know lots of them. My family was. It's how I learned it, and her family's completely different. So we're hanging out with her parents, and
I forgot how it came up,
I don't know. Everybody had been drinking and having a good time, and something came up about showering. Oh, we were staying there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we spent the night there during the hurricane, which we'll touch on in a second. But it was, we got to get home time to take a shower. And I was like, just go take your shower. And Mom was like, you don't shower at night? And it just became this beat down.
They immediately turned to you. My dad came over. He was in the pool. He's like, you don't shower at night?
Yeah. So I was like, no. And so we kind of walked through why and the mental process.
Yeah, and they were all ganging up on you like, no, you got to shower. And you were like, what the fuck?
And then her mother says, I hear showering at night is much better for the hibbity jibbity. Is what she said. The hibbity jibbity.
Disgusting.
And so we laughed about that, and I'm like, wow, your mother just told me I should shower at night so you and I have better sex. And
or that it will happen more often.
Right. So I told Brandy the other day, I said, next time we're there, I'm going to say, hey, Marlene, by the way, thanks for the shower tip. The hibbity jibbity has been spectacular since then. But then I got to bob and weave while I'm in there because her dad will be shooting at me.
But I have transformed you into a night shower now.
Yeah, and you were right.
With an agreement, because I pay the water anyway,
right.
that I am totally okay with you taking 2 showers a day as long as one of them is at night before bed.
That was a little confusing for me because this is the same woman. If I run the water the whole time I'm brushing my teeth, I get reprimanded for it. So I have to rinse my brush, turn it off, brush my teeth, then turn it on, rinse my brush, hang it up, fill up the water cup, then turn it off, then drink, then spit, then turn it on to rinse the sink.
Because
it seems a little redundant, but she pays the bills, so what do I care?
Because you don't need to run it for 2 minutes while it's not doing anything. You're just wasting it. At least in the shower, you're using it to wash yourself.
Makes total sense.
No hibbity jibbity just tonight.
For those of you who don't know, we live in South Florida, and it's hurricane season, which is not foreign.
I don't even know when it ends.
I don't either. I think it starts sometime in late July, and I think it probably runs till October.
I like that meme that says Floridians care more that it's love bug season than hurricane season. It's so true. It's hurricane season. You're like, what?
Hurricanes are just inconvenient. Love bugs make you want to slit your wrist. I mean, it's the most annoying thing you've ever been through. So apparently we were supposed to have this gigantic hurricane. And
we did, but we just...
If you've ever been in Florida and been involved in a hurricane, I saw the perfect meme for it the other day. It says it's like being stalked by a turtle. You can see it coming a million miles away, and you spend weeks thinking about it and preparing for it.
Yeah, because you know about it like 2 weeks prior.
The spaghetti what do you call it? The spaghetti
models,
plots and
whatever.
models and all this stuff, telling you where it's going to go. And those of you who have been in one, you know what we're talking about. But of course, we did all the planning and
Put up the
shutters
got
and
all water
bought all
and
the
food
water and all the shit you do. Like, what does everybody do with 40 fucking cans of baked beans? Because that you go to Publix, you're like, we could starve to death.
Going to 5 different stores to find batteries.
11 packs of bread, 400 packs of batteries, and 3 cans of green beans. It's the strangest thing people do. Anyway, we prepared for it. Took a hard right, went across Fort Myers, Bradenton area, down
it was
where her
originally
parents
coming
are.
straight for us.
Yeah.
And that's why we were like, oh, shit. But then last minute decided to go more south. We still got a lot of wind and rain, but it not as bad as nearly as bad as the other people. Like
The worst thing that happened to us here was it blew out that transformer.
Oh yeah, we didn't have power for like 3 days.
Like 3 days, yeah.
Which is why we had to go stay at my parents for a day because the water was out too.
Yeah.
We only had cold water. I'm like, I need a which hello, I couldn't shower for 2 days. I had to go to bed without showering, which was a very big deal for me. So I was like, we're going to my parents for staying. I got to shower.
I agree. Not so good for the hibbity jibbity.
It wasn't. Nope.
So that kind of gets us up to speed.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah. Did we miss anything?
I don't think so.
Well, I'm so happy that we decided to do this. We've been talking all weekend, and every time we plan to do it, something comes up.
Yeah.
We didn't have power, and then we did have power, and then we're going out to dinner, and we got home too late, and just a million things going on. So again, we apologize, but we're happy to be back, and I can promise you we're going to attempt to be more consistent and try to get it back out on a weekly basis, if not a bi-weekly basis. But we also don't want to just jibber jabber for the sake of jibber jabbering. We want to have something to talk about. So please send us your thoughts and comments and keep the fan base growing, even if it's one at a time. I want to thank everybody that was concerned about us. We're fine and still marching on. And like we always say, love because it feels right.
Not because it looks right.
Say goodnight, baby girl.
Good night, baby girl.